When you picture a classroom, it's easy to just see desks, a whiteboard, maybe some textbooks. But the real story? Well, that's in the people. It's in all those little human moments that unfold every single day. So what if technology's job wasn't to replace all that, but to actually bring us closer together? Let's dive into that.
Right, and this really gets to the heart of it. Learning has never been just about memorizing facts and formulas, has it? It's about the connection, that spark between a teacher and a student. It's the guidance that builds up real confidence, those shared aha moments. It has always been about people.
All right, section 1. Let's talk about the real heart of the classroom. We're going to start with those human moments that truly define what education is all about.
I mean, think about it. We have all been in this exact room. You've got the teacher patiently, so patiently, explaining a concept for the 5th time, just hoping that this is the time it finally clicks for everyone. And then you have that one student, you know the one, hesitating, their hand kind of hovering, wondering if their question is dumb or if they should even ask it. And right next to them, another student is completely in the zone, scribbling away, trying to catch every single word. See, these aren't just random things happening. This is education. It's the human stuff at the very center of it all.
Okay, section 2, a two-sided struggle. Because behind all those moments we just talked about, there's this invisible challenge, and it's affecting absolutely everyone in the room.
So, the last bell rings, the students go home. But the teacher's day? It's nowhere near over. Their passion for teaching runs right up against the mountain of administrative work, all the lesson planning, and of course, the grading. This is that invisible weight they carry home every night.
And here you can see the two sides of that struggle, clear as day. On one side, you've got the teacher staring at that mountain of papers late into the night. And on the other, you have the student, and what they want is so simple. They just need to know if they're on the right track, They need that feedback before that initial spark of curiosity starts to fade.
And for a student, timing is literally everything. Getting a grade back a week after you turn something in, it's just too late. The moment has passed. They need to know if they're getting it now, while that fire is still lit. If you delay that feedback, that wonderful curiosity can just fizzle out.
All right, section 3. This brings us to what we're calling the passion-pressure gap. This is really the growing tension at the core of education today.
So this begs a pretty big question, right? With all the online courses, all the recorded videos you can watch on your own time, do we even need the traditional live lecture anymore? I mean, it's a fair question.
But the answer is a huge, resounding yes. And it's for reasons that technology, for all its wonders, just can't replicate. It's the presence, just being in a shared space, learning together. A live lecture isn't a monologue, it's a dialogue. It can bend and shift with the energy in the room. And most of all, it's about connection. The shared laughter, the debates, those amazing moments of collective understanding. That's the real heartbeat of learning.
And this phrase right here, this is the central conflict in a nutshell. It's the passion a teacher has to inspire, being slowly drained by the relentless pressure of all those other responsibilities. This gap, the space between a teacher's passion and their pressure, between a student's curiosity and their need for clarity, this is the fundamental challenge that we've got to solve.
So, section 4, reimagining the classroom. How do we actually close that gap? Well, it all comes down to providing the right kind of support.
And this is the core idea, right here. The goal isn't for technology to replace teachers, not at all. The vision is for technology to be a quiet assistant, something that works in the background, handling all the tedious stuff, so that teachers can be more present, more human, and more connected with their students.
So just imagine this for a second. A classroom where human connection is back at the very center of everything, where teachers actually have the time and, frankly, the mental space to truly mentor their students, to listen to them, to guide them. And a classroom where a student's curiosity doesn't have to wait. It gets a response right away, which just fuels their desire to learn even more.
So, section 5, a more human future. And the really cool thing is, this isn't some far-off sci-fi dream. The tools to build this future are actually being developed right now.
So take a concept like Proctor AI. Now, hey, don't get caught up on the name. Think of it less like an exam proctor and way more like a teacher's assistant. Its entire job is just to be a quiet partner, working behind the scenes, helping to manage all that repetitive, time-consuming work.
So it basically attacks the problem from both sides. For teachers, it lightens that invisible weight we talked about. Imagine an AI helping with the first pass of grading on homework, maybe flagging common mistakes across the entire class. That's a huge chunk of bulk evaluation handled. And then for students, it dramatically shortens that critical feedback loop. So instead of waiting days, they can get instant confirmation on what they've got right, giving them the clarity they need to keep moving forward.
So, you see, the goal of this kind of tech isn't to cram another screen into the classroom. No way. It's to give everyone back their most precious resource, their time. Time for deeper connections, for better guidance, and for a classroom that feels, well, more human.
And that leaves us with a pretty big thought, doesn't it? We often think of technology as something that creates distance between us. But what if we've been looking at it all wrong? What if its real purpose, its ultimate goal, is to handle all the grunt work, so that we can have more time for what actually matters, each other?